let me share with you the 6 leadership success strategies. And the first step is I want you to consider reinventing your leadership style. I want you to go back to the laboratory and think about all of those things that you've often thought about your leadership style, and let's put them right. Now is the time. Let's use the credit crunch as an excuse to look close and hard at you as a manager, at you as a leader, because I believe unless you do this first, nothing else is going to work. Nothing else is going to make any sense. Now, if it sounds a bit selfish to focus on you first, you're absolutely right. And I call this the paradox of being selfish. You know, when you get in a plane, pretty much the first thing they say to you is, after they've given you a paper or whatever, is, you know, in the event of the cabin suddenly losing pressure, these masks will drop down. You've got to put your own oxygen mask on before you help other people. Now, I don't know about you. I have 3 lovely children, but as a parent, I find that really hard to take. Really hard to take. Put your own oxygen mask on? Put my own oxygen mask on before I help my children or other people? That does not fit with my picture of how I'm supposed to be. This is the paradox of being selfish. You've got to fix you before we can tackle some of these other issues. Does this make any sense? You've got to look at your leadership style and reinvent it take yourself to a new level before we can begin to tackle some of these other really important things like overcoming resistance and building support. Let's look at you. I had a question as part of the research that I'd like to share with you, and the question is this: what can I do? What can I do to strengthen my resolve to be an authentic, inspirational leader? And here's the kicker: when my way of doing things doesn't conform. Here's someone who is resolved. He or she wants to be, you know, an authentic leader. You've heard a lot about that. Inspirational leader, heard a lot about that. It's a good thing that you're different, that you don't conform. This is a challenge to you, isn't it? How can I possibly be the best? I'm different. I don't conform. I cherish that difference. I cherish the fact that you don't conform, and let me explain why. This is a normal distribution that I drew earlier. At this end, good managers, average managers here, and these are the weak managers. If you are one of the best managers, one of the world-class managers, then you can't listen to anybody else as a leader. You've got to pretty much be your own role model. Other managers you see are going to be average. There are going to be some managers who are very, very poor. If you're the best, if you're in this area here, there's not many people you can lean on. Now, there are a lot of things you can do to reinvent yourself as a leader. Become even more confident and have more courage are just kind of 2 of them. We don't have time to address all of the things that I would like to share with you on reinventing your leadership style, but I do want to concentrate on something I've been calling leadership brand. It's the first and I believe the most important step to reinventing yourself. I want you to discover your leadership brand. What's your leadership brand? The same as your company has a brand or your products have a brand, you have a brand. Today, being a leader is not a given. You can't demand that someone follows you. Not if you want to win their best effort. It's easy to become a dictatorial leader. You can, just create mindless zombies who just wait to be told what to do. But that's not what most of us want. If you have a brand, if you have a leadership brand, you're asking people, in a sense, to invest in you, to put their own hands in their pockets and take their capital, their coins, to invest their best efforts in you as a leader. We've begun to realize that we're not just talking about our teams as human resources here. People aren't just things that you can allocate an extra pair of hands. We need to regard people, in a sense, as human capital. People who invest themselves in projects and in people, or not invest. They do have a choice. So like your company, your institution, you have a brand, and I want to look at that. How can we have how can we ensure that you have a brand that people want to invest in? Let's look at how you can be a leader that people want to invest in. I'm going to ask you a few questions now, and I want you to write these down. They're provocative questions. They're intended to be. Let's look at these important questions about your leadership brand. And the first question I want to share with you is this one. What are you known for? What 2 or 3 things are you known for? When people call you, why do they call you? What are you known for? What 2 or 3 things are you known for? It's not many. There are not many things that you're known for. And there's a real challenge for you here because, frankly, you don't know what you're known for. In the same way that you can't see your company brand or logo, you can't think about your company objectively. Since the day you joined it, you can't think about yourself objectively either. Wherever you take your eyes, they always see things from your point of view. You don't know what you're known for. One of the key things I want you to do when you finish at this webinar is speak to your good friends and colleagues. Speak to your life partner if you have one. Ask the question, what am I known for? What 2 or 3 things am I known for? What 1 or 2 words would you use to describe me? As a manager, as a leader at this level in the organization, if the answer comes back that you're known as a technical specialist, a professional, a detailed technical specialist, we're lost. We must be known as leaders who are capable of turning a team around, of dealing with difficult issues. We need to be known for leadership issues, not the technical specialist issues that we were initially promoted for, that we made our name in. What are you known for? This is a really profound question. I don't expect you to have an immediate answer to it, but it is something you're going to have to address as we end this webinar. Now, this thing, your brand, your reputation, your leadership reputation, shouldn't stay static in the same way that products evolve over time and your business or your service evolves over time. I want your brand, your leadership brand to evolve as well. So I want you to ask this question. What do you want to be known for this time next year? What do you want to be known for this time next year? What 1 or 2 more things do you want to be known for this time next year? I want you to set yourself a goal of to have something else that you're known for, that your reputation is extended in this area. What else do you want to be known for this time next year?